What's up guys, this is your man GidK once again. In today's video I'm going to show you how I edited my 69th Ghana's Independence Day photo shoots. Yes, right in Photoshop, but I've done a little color correction in Lightroom. Yes, so this video is going to basically be on my retouching process and also my tips and tricks while editing and also retouching. Let me put it that in general. So stick with me and see how everything goes. I'm going to share my screen for you guys to see how everything looks on the screen or on your screen. Yeah, so stay tuned and see how this goes. So this is my screen. We are in Lightroom now. You could see all details in the shot. I shot this with the Canon EOS 6D. I think I made the behind the scenes. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen for you guys to see just how everything was done. So this is my settings. Let me show you the before and after. Yes, there's nothing much. It's just that reduce the lighting a little bit and then boosting the contrast and all that. Yeah, so this is pretty much everything that I did. Yeah, so right now what we have to do is edit in Photoshop. Yes, so I'm going to wait a little bit for it to load in Photoshop and then we can start our retouching. Yeah, okay, so let me open Photoshop and see. Okay, it's open in Photoshop now. Yes, so you can change your settings on how you want it to open in Photoshop, whether a TIFF file or CR2, as if you did it in Camera Raw. Yes, so let's proceed with what we came here to do. Yeah, so firstly I'm going to duplicate the background layer. So we are going to do that with Ctrl+J for Windows. I don't know for Mac. I think it's Command J. Yeah, I think so. But I know you find your way out. I'm not a Mac user, although. So firstly, what we are going to do is take out blemishes or unwanted stuff in the image. So I can see some hair strands in the shots, and also you can see some pimples, and we have to trim some other parts in the image. So we can do that with our spot healing brush tool. Yes, it's very quick and easy. Even a 2-year-old baby can do it. Just kidding. Yeah, so if you want me to share these raw files with you guys, you can let me know in the comment section and I'll update the description and add a link to it for download. So later in the future you can practice along. Yeah, so I'm taking my time to take out the hair strands because I don't want to mess up the skin. The main purpose of editing is to enhance the image a little bit, not to destroy it. Yes. So while doing this, you have to be very cautious about every decision or move you make, else you might end up getting a different result. Instead of enhancing the image, you'll be destroying the image rather. Yeah, so places where that are very close, you can zoom in for precise cleaning. Yeah, let me put it that way. So I make sure I take all these things off. I think this is going to take time, so I'm going to fast forward this process. All right, I'm done taking out all blemishes and unwanted parts or unwanted stuff in the image. Yes, so this is the before and after, before and after. So let's quickly dive in and retouching our image. If you don't have my action pack, you can download it in the description below. I have a link there to my digital store. This is very effective. But today I want to teach you guys something new. I've decided to retouch with the median, not Gaussian blur, and I bet you are going to love the results. So after today's video, you're going to choose whether you're going to continue retouching with Gaussian blur or you're going to use the median. Yeah, so I'm going to use retouching Akada. If you don't have it, send me a message, so I'll give you a link to download it, and also an installation video comes with it. Yes, so let's give it a single click. So in here for the median, I'm going to use a radius of something is telling me to keep it to 7, but I want a very soft texture, so let's say I'll do 6. Yeah, so let me give it okay. Yes, and then everything is ready. It's just as the Gaussian blur process. So I'm going for my mixer brush 2. There's my mixer brush settings. Yeah, so I'm going to retouch on an empty layer. Yes, so let's zoom in a little and then let me start process. So make sure you are moving the brush very well. You are not distorting the skin, you're not damaging the skin, you're enhancing the image. So when retouching, you have to follow the pattern of the skin. You don't just go anyhow. Yes, so let's see the progress that we've made. So before and after, yes, we are making impact. Good, let's go. Yeah, so you take your time to retouch. You don't just retouch. Yeah, you see I'm very careful with the brush when I get to the edges. Yeah, so you brush highlights separately, shadows too separately, and then or you mix them very well, evenly. That is the word. And whilst brushing, you have to keep in mind that there are certain places that where you are going to reduce the brush size, and there are certain areas you are going to increase the brush size. So if you are following, you notice I've been reducing and increasing the brush size. You can do that with using the brackets, keys on your keyboard, the open and close brackets. Yeah, not the one that looks like C, the one that looks like a box. Yes, a half-sided box. Let me put it that way. Yes, maybe I might put an image on the screen for you to see how it looks. But if you already know, you can let me know in the comment section. Yeah. So this is shadows. You see how I'm being careful. Sometimes I zoom out to get a precise look of how to go about the brushing. Yes. This is the chin. You see how I reduce my brush so I can be able to pass through that aspect. Yes. Sometimes I just touch the lips a little. Sometimes so I do not. And this is how far we've come. So from looking like this to this, this to this. Yeah, we can do more. Let's go to the neck to the chest. Yeah, make sure we are not doing too much. We want the image to look as real as possible. So you take your time. Great. Good. So this is the before and after, before and after. We are not done. We have to even out the brush strokes on the skin. So you can do that by using your lasso tool, and then you select a portion like the way we do the regular retouching. Yes, once you select, make sure your feather is on 18, and then you come to blur, Gaussian blur. We use 6, so I'm going to triple the number. It's 6 through 18, but sometimes I love to break through, so I go 20. Yes, and then that's okay for me. So I select this large area, then I applied Gaussian blur. I do same for this area as well. Gaussian blur. Yes. Just have to take your time. Gaussian blur. Sometimes I don't really touch the nose because I don't want the nose to look very flat. Yes. So with this, the edge is too steep. Yeah. Great. And then let's come to the neck aspect. Great. And this is perfect. All right. You can see we still have details in there. Yeah. So that's solid. Great. So this is a before and after, before and after, before and after. You see how evenly the skin looks. Yes. So right now I'm going to move to doing my skin tone matching. Yes. So I have my ingredient map here. If you don't have this pack, it's available on my store. You can get it for a very good price or affordable price. So what this basically does is it gives you a nice skin tone, an even skin tone to be precise. This is very good and effective, and you can as well make changes to it. So this highlight, this is midtones, this is shadows. So I just drag in the highlight a little and I press OK. When you are done, you can either use soft light as your blending mode or option, or color. Yes, but mostly I love using soft light because it gives me a very realistic look. So with this, I'm going to decrease the opacity. So I'm going to use about 20. You can just press 2 on your number keys. Yes, and once you are done, you have to invert the layer mask. So before and after. Yes, I'm going to do that with Ctrl+I or Command-I if you're on Mac. I can't really tell, but I'm sure. Yeah, Command-I. For the Mac users, you can put it down there. Yeah. So I'm going to increase my flow. This is my regular brush. I'm going to paint over the skin, only the skin. I'm going to avoid the eyes. Yes. You see how the median looks different from the Gaussian blur? Yes. I'm starting to fall in love with the median kind of retouching process. Great. So I've matched every part of the skin. Let's see before and after. If you're not okay with the intensity, you can increase it. You can always increase it to about any number you want, or any figure you want. Yes. So let's say 30. Yes. So before and after, before and after. Great. But sometimes I feel like it's too much, so I'll go down 25. Yes. And that works for me. And then let's move to dodge and bend. So it's still in this action, global dodge and bend. So I'm going to lower my brush flow to 2% because I don't really need much of it. So I'm just going to pop it up a little. Yeah. And then with the bend, just a little for the contouring. Yeah. And that's pretty much all. So before and after, before and after. If I feel like it's too much, I can still reduce it to about 80% or 70. So before and after. And now let's do the eye and teeth whitening. Yes, so just give it a single click and it's going to load. Then this time we increase the brush flow to 100% because we want the effect to come in. So make sure your foreground color is on white. Make sure your brush is a soft brush. And then you paint only the white aspect of the eyes. Yeah. Yes. So I had some catch lights from the reflector. Yes, that's why if you check the neck, there are less shadows over there. So with this, we have to reduce the opacity because it's looking too much. See, before and after, that's too much. So I'm going to go around 60 to make it look very realistic before and after. Yeah. Now let me count to 50. Yes, 50 looks okay before and after. Yeah, great. And then I feel like there are some crumples on the flag, the Ghana flag. So I'm going to smoothen out using my retouching process. So I'm going to use about 2.5. I still need some little details there. Yes, and then I'm going to smoothen it out. Yes, so let's say that's how you can iron outfits in Photoshop. Yes, by using mixer brush as if you are retouching. I know I can't really take everything out, but I'm going to do a neat work. Just take your time. Yes, I just hope this comes out very nice. Okay, I'm seeing something nice here, but I think as a flag, there should be some, there should be a little crumples in the flag due to how the air blows it. But anyways, it's good to get a neat work. Yes. So that will be all. Yeah. Let me see. Great. So let me turn this back on. Yes. And then I'm about to do a little color grading. Yes, I'm going for my selective color. Go to blacks. Just increase the cyan to the positive aspect about 3 to affect the shadows. And then yellow to the left side, -2. But I feel like it's not really showing, so I'm going to increase it a little to about 5. Yes. Then before and after. Then we place the gidkay watermark on it. So I've made it as a brush. Yes, this is it. So just increase the size with your bracket keys. Then I make sure I'm using a foreground color of white. Just give it a single click on so I'm using a mixer brush. Yes, you have to do it on an empty layer, so I had to change it from mixer brush to regular brush. Yes, so this is it. Yeah, it's a single click, and then I reduce it, Ctrl+T to reduce the size. I normally don't want my watermark to be in the space of the image, so I regularly place it at the edge or the corner. We reduce it a little bit. Great. This is how I like it. Okay, so this is how it looks, and then let's save it, Ctrl+S. So if you save it this way, it's going to pop up in Lightroom. Yeah, so let's open Lightroom. Yeah, and this is the work. Let me see if I can get a before and after. There's no before and after. So this is how the skin and everything looks. Yes. All right, thanks for staying tuned to the end of this video. Yes, and catch me up on another educative video like we did today. Peace out.